Let's make those look like this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thanks for tuning into this video. We got some stuff to do on that thing. Oil change, we got the new headlight assemblies. Let's see if we can get the oil change done and the headlight assemblies. First we got to play musical cars, make room for the truck up here. Alright, so just like last time, take off these 4 screws. I said last time this is a 7/32. I think it's really a 4.5 millimeter, maybe, but it works just fine. This is just holding on plastic tabs. Got to remind myself not to over torque stuff. I have a habit of breaking things. Had a nickname in the Air Force, it was High Torque. I broke off some stuff, caused people headaches. Alright, so these headlights, I'm doing the headlights first because I just ran the truck to move it, so I want that oil to drip back down. So while we're waiting on that, we'll go ahead and do these headlight assemblies. And then we'll undo the electrical connection that we did last time. Plus some more. This is the one for the headlight. Then we got 2 more. Uh-oh. Screw went flying. And there it is. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Little persuasion. There we go. Guess one's for the running light, one's for the turn signal. The old one. Not bad for 3 years, I think. It's got a crack right there. There's not a lot of, there's no standing water in there, but they've fogged up. I did one of the abrasive kits, to try to clean them up, and those work okay, but not great, and they don't last very long. So, like I say, this set was $75, so it's really not worth it. It's just as easy to replace the whole assembly. So on the back, you got all your bulbs. One headlight there. Turn signal. And running light. Or is that the turn signal? One or the other. There's the new one. Look how pretty that is. I'll pull this back a little bit. I'll leave it on until I get them in there, so I keep from scratching it. The quality looks fine to me. It's good enough for a few years. Then I got the holes sealed up. And I have a new set of bulbs, so I'm gonna put the new set of bulbs in there. Pull that seal off. That's my new bulb. Put that in there. I'm just going to use all these old bulbs until they die. Twist into place. That sticker's in a funny place there. You guys keep picks around? Man, I buy these from Harbor Freight all the time. Dental picks or whatever they call them. But boy, they sure are handy, but I usually end up screwing them up, bending them. I just buy a whole nother set. So I have a whole stack of them that I keep around. It's poked into a big block of foam. Alright, just like that. Start reconnecting everything. Turn that one back, turn that over because it was upside down. Doesn't matter, but the wire harness was already, had that position memorized, so I'm not going to fight that. then I'm going to set it in place and make sure everything works before I bother tightening stuff up. All right. All right, looks like everything works. Now that I know it all works, I'm gonna and then later on I'll check the alignment. I didn't have to adjust that last set, so hopefully I don't have to. All right, so I was so close getting those bottom screws in, just not quite lined up, and I lost a little bit of video there. I had to clean some stuff off my phone. So anyway, this one's done completely. That's looking pretty good. That's pretty good difference. Wonder if maybe you guys know there's some sort of acrylic. Can you put something on these plastic lenses to make them last longer? Some sort of acrylic or something. I don't know what they're using these days, but anyway, let's move on to the next one. So I put the new bulbs in. I'm going to keep the old ones still. Never know when you might need one. All right, same as the other. Four screws. That one feels like it actually wants the 4.5. I might have to find mine. All right, I found it. I keep track of that. That's not it either. That's a 4.5, so it must be a 5. I've been telling you guys wrong the whole time. Nope. 5.5. Anybody? Dang, it's definitely 5.5. 6. 6 won't work. Golly, this feels 7/30 seconds is pretty dang close. I can't find my 5.5. Let me take a look at this again with more light. Make sure I'm on it. I've just been imagining things. Well, the good thing about my videos, if you hang in there long enough, you might end up with the right size sockets. You gotta be dedicated though. All right, so I lost some more video. My phone was full and I deleted some stuff, but I guess it was still sitting in the trash. So I lost the installation of that side, but it was a lot like that side. Less issues. Those bottom screws went in better. And so it's all set. Lights are good. It is amazing how much better it makes the truck look when the headlights aren't all glazed and everything. But those are just cheap Amazon ones. Nothing fancy. No halos, no C-bars, nothing like that. But man, the truck's looking good, I think. Those new tires looking good. All right, let's go ahead and do an oil change. Step one when changing your oil is remove the bad oil. On this truck, it's a 19mm socket. So we'll get that started. And the amazing thing about me changing oil is how good I am at not getting oil everywhere. It's just amazing after all these years that I still haven't dropped even a single drop of oil on the ground. This old girl's got a lot of miles on her. Kind of think about what I want to do when she gives up the ghost. You know, I was thinking about selling this, but decided not to. And I'll tell you what, with as expensive as trucks are, almost be worth putting a new motor in here. Maybe finding a built 6.0 or find a donor Cummins and put a Cummins in here. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna let that drain. We'll go to work up top. Alright, so back here I got my oil filter wrench. Oh, let's see. Oil filter socket, I should say. I thought I did. Must be inside. Oh, that's pretty specialized, ginormous socket. I'm not doing a good enough job of keeping my garage tools and my truck tools separated. I'm screwed if I can't find that. Oh gosh, I can't even remember what size it is. Oh, look at there. Okay. That's it. What is it? 36mm. Time for the ladder. There it is. Let that drain off a little. Here's the old one. Pull that out of there. Alright, more towels. / old t-shirts. Alright. So you want to clean this one, clean at least the dirt. You don't want anything getting into here. This is your oil supply, so All right, now there is an O-ring on here. Let's see. You know, take the old one off. It's the old one. And we put the new one on, but we do want to lubricate it a little bit. Get a little bit of our oil on my finger and lubricate that O-ring up a little bit. Slide it back on here. Same spot. Put the new filter in here. It snaps in place. That's ready to install. Get it started by hand, because again, this is plastic into a metal housing, and you don't want to cross thread that, because it'll cross thread just as happy as can be. And now I just snug it up. The O-ring is really the seal, so it's pretty tight. I'm just going to give it that's about all it needs. Clean up your mess that you made. I mean, I don't make any messes, but you know, you might. So, got some leaks I need to sort of track down, Anna. Get some little dribbles on the pavement, and I can't figure out. It's probably coming from up here somewhere, or the bed plate. If it's a bed plate, I don't really care. It's not worth taking the cab off and redoing all that, but if it's something easy, then yeah, probably it'd be worth looking at. Oh, I did want to look down in the valley and see if it's wet. Oh, it is wet. That's probably, maybe a little bit of oil from the turbo, maybe, or maybe, maybe the EGR delete, that little piece of hose. Let me get it to zoom in here. Let me zoom it in again. Looks like I got more zoom. Ooh, that looks, if it'll focus on the right spot. Yeah, right there. That's wet, but also down the valley, the hose is bulging. I wonder if it's ripped on the other side or not. Golly, focus. Oh shoot, this my vacuum lines is already cracked. Good Lord. That one's already cracked. Let's see if I got another one. I'm gonna get my finger under there and see if that hose is good all the way around it. Well, that hose doesn't seem to be leaking. So I wonder if that is coming, if that's oil from the turbo. Man, if you guys know, this is a little bit out of my league. I've never taken the turbo off. If you guys got opinions, is that a hard thing to fix, or I would appreciate any input. All right, otherwise that's really it on the oil filter and the oil. All right, so now I'm just going to get underneath, put the oil plug back in there, and then we'll fill it up with oil, and the oil change will be done. All right. This holds 15 quarts. Good Lord, it's not a semi. Okay. All right, let's get to it. All right, here's 2.5 gallons, which is 10 quarts. 8, 8, 10. Yep. And try to do this without making too much mess. All right. Super exciting, huh? So you guys changing your own oil? I always have. I don't know that I've ever used an express place, but I guess there's nothing wrong with them, but you probably do need to check them, because I've had a couple friends with horror stories where they forgot to put a plug in, and you know, by the time they got down the road a little bit, the engine seized up, and they ended up in a legal battle with, you know, they didn't want to take the blame for it, and you at least have to be aware. Check for leaks as you walk up to your car. Use your nose. Smell for things that smell like they're burning or hot. All that being said, this old truck always smells, and it's definitely leaking, and it's kind of like me. It's old, it's got a lot of miles on it, it's creaky, but I like it. It makes nice noises. Alright, so that was 10. This is 1 gallon, 4 quarts. This will be 14. This is a Rotella T6 synthetic. It's the only thing I've ever used in it. I think maybe the mechanic one time put some non-synthetic for one oil change, but for most of its life, I mean the vast majority of its life, it's only had, since I bought it, had 111,000 miles on it when I bought it, and I've put nothing but synthetic in it. And it's got 275,000 on it. That's 14. We just need 1 quart out of this. All right. It's got a scale back here that I'm looking at. Now it's half a quart. There we go. That'll be good. That. And that. And I'm going to have to see if I can find another vacuum fitting. Put this extra 3 quarts in the bed just in case, just to have. All right, that's really all there is to an oil change. On this truck, it's pretty easy because that filter is so easy to get to. On your car, you may find that the oil filter is hard to get to, or that there's skid plates or plastic panels that you have to take off to get to the oil plug, but fundamentals are the same. You have to take the oil plug out, drain the old oil, change the filter, and put new oil in, and that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed this, putting those new headlights in. I still got the rear door lock assembly. I don't know why that one scares me. I got red flags on that it's going to be an aggravating thing, because I'm going to be flying blind, if you will. You know, there's no good video on that back door, and I'm going to have to figure it out on my own. And I got a feeling I might be a few days without a door panel and not able to lock that back door. But yeah, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep this thing running and keep an eye on those leaks and maybe look into this turbo. So yeah, if you got any tips or hints on that, that'd be great. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. All right, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Hey, I really appreciate you tuning in. You know, I'm trying to make content that is the type of stuff that I like, and you know, I watch a lot of DIY guys, and you know, some of my favorite channels are Project Time Garage. I like that guy a lot. Twin Stick Garage, man, I love watching those guys with the semis. Just Trucking, I like that channel a lot. And anyway, I hope this is something that you enjoy. I appreciate all of you guys out there. I see I'm like at 140 some subscribers. I appreciate that. So anyway, until next time, you guys be blessed. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.